Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your beautiful baby girl Kemzi O. If you're seeing my beautiful face for the very first time, you're welcome. All right, in this channel I talk about relocation tips, my life abroad, and my faith. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always sticking to this channel. As you guys would have noticed, this is a voiceover video. Okay, apologies to those that are not happy with this, please just pardon me. Okay, but the most important thing is to get the gist behind this video. All right, and from the thumbnail I'm going to be teaching you or showing you how you can apply for your Duolingo. What prompted this video is because I've shared lots of opportunity on my channel whereby you need to write Duolingo tests. Like the current one was how you can go to Rivera, which is in Finland. Okay, it's a free vocational, so you don't need to pay anything, and I explained it in that video. But one of the requirements is that you need to have an English test, which Duolingo is the one accepted. So a lot of people have asked me on my DM or my Telegram group or right on Instagram, how do we apply for this Duolingo? In fact, some people even private chatted me. I had to send them the link privately, but I was like, why not make a video so that everyone will understand how this works? And I don't think I've seen lots of videos about that on YouTube. Okay, all right, so we're going to dive right into the video, but before we do that, I want to plead with you guys to kindly subscribe to this channel, like this video so YouTube can recommend it to other people. All right, share to everyone around you, your friends, your enemies, your frenemies, and don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. Now let's get right into the video. In order to start your Duolingo journey, you need to go to the website, which is englishtest.duolingo.com. I will drop it in the comment section. All right, it's going to bring you to this page, and you can see that you've got my tests, practice, test info, institutions. One good thing about Duolingo is that it's a website where you can practice. All right, you can see how the questions are. So I clicked on the practice session. It's saying practice test. You're going to get an unofficial score. Okay, and the estimated practice time is 45 minutes. So just like you have IELTS and other English exam, you've got the speaking, the reading, the listening, and the writing section. Okay, so all the sections are what you're going to be tested for when you're writing the exam, but you can practice how questions are. You also have test info, so it will give information about each test. All right, you can watch the YouTube video that is on the website. It's going to explain how the exam works, how you're expected to answer the question, how the scoring work, and so many things. Even the test rules, everything is stated in the test info. So make sure you navigate this website. It's like very simple as ABC. Now most of you might be asking me, is Duolingo accepted? Yes, it's accepted in so many universities. There are so many universities where you can tender the Duolingo. You can see institutions, view all universities. If I click on that, it's going to show me all the universities that accept Duolingo. It's everywhere in the world, in US, in China, in Uganda, Qatar, so many African countries. All right, Australia. So you can see there are about 261 pages, so to show you that Duolingo is widely accepted. Now when you go to my test, it says start your testing journey today. So that is the part where you can pay for each of the test option. There are two test options. You can decide to pay for two tests, which is $55 each. All right, or you pay for one test, which is $65. So if you're buying two tests, it will cost you a total of $110. So for most of you that say, oh, you're not sure if you're going to get the right score at the first attempt, so it will save you some dollars. All right, that's the purpose of the two tests, so that's why it's discounted. So whichever option you choose, so whenever you're ready, you can buy any of those two tests. All right, and most of you will be asking, when would the result be out? I'm going to show you in this video. So when you click on continue, all right, it's going to take you to this page. Choose your result delivery speed. If you want to get the result the same day, that is within 12 hours, you need to pay an extra $39. But if you don't mind, all right, if you want, because the test usually comes out, the result comes out after 2 days. So if you want to wait for that, you're not going to pay any amount. It's free. All right, so I feel don't put yourself under pressure. Whenever you want to write the test, make sure it's not something that is a last minute thing, okay, so that you don't need to pay extra dollars. So that is how that works. But for today's video, I'm just going to show you how Duolingo works, the kind of question. We're going to take practice tests together and we'll see how we go from there. Like I said, there are 4 sections, just like IELTS. You've got listening, speaking, writing, and reading. And I also showed you the test info, that there are lots of questions. So you need to be able to find your way around this exam. It's very, very simple. Personally, I've done Duolingo test and I passed. And I didn't really need to, practice for so long. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't practice, okay? Because when you practice, it makes you better and you're going to have a high score. So it's very important for you guys to read this section very well. Make sure you navigate the website. Don't be too quick to start answering practice questions. Look at the test info and read it thoroughly to see how each section works. All right, so I'm not going to read all this. Honestly, it's just going to make this video too long. But this page is just basically explaining your writing tips, your speaking tips, your listening tips, and your reading tips. Just all the information you need to know. All right, it's quite different from IELTS. All right, so that is why it is important for you to look at how the test works. So quickly, let's go to some practice questions. So for the speaking section, you have different sections of the test: read aloud, speak about the photo, read then speak, listen then speak. All right, so and speaking samples. So these are just examples of how the speaking questions will be. All right, for the reading section, you have read and select, fill in the gap questions, read and complete questions, interactive reading. These are the likely questions or the form of question that will be asked under the reading questions. All right, now the next one is the listening. You have listen and type, listen then speak, and interactive listening. You can see the number of questions that will be asked for each section. So that is how the listening is. For the writing, you have write about the photo and writing samples. So this is just how all the questions will be. So it's left for you to practice as much as questions. So when you see a question, you can identify that, oh, this is a read aloud question, this is a speak about the photo question, this is a read then speak question, this is a listen then speak question, or this is a speaking sample. We're going to be doing some examples here. All right, so I was just trying to show you everything again, so you take your time to read. So this is basically how the exam is going to be. All right, so it has explained in simple terms the kind of questions you expect under this different section. So we're going to do some practice question and we're going to see how it works. All right, so let's quickly dive right into that. I'm going to click on take a test. All right, and you can quit the test anytime. This is a practice test, it's not the real test. All right, so the first question under the reading section is read and select. You can see you have 15 to 18 questions in this section, and there's a timer. Okay, make sure you are very conscious of time. For each question you're going to be asked, you have a time. So I click continue. Now look at the first question. Is this a real word? Just click yes or no. Enlightening, is this a real English word? You can see that timing on top of it. So once the timing elapses, it goes to the next question. So you need to be very fast. All right, so is this a real word? Prosper, we know it is. I just click yes and it keeps going on and on. All right, so that is how the first part of this question works. All right, is this English real word? Unconventional. So the timing is there to make you conscious of your time and click your answer as quickly as possible. Be careful, make sure you click the right thing, but you're not going to be penalized if you miss a question, if you fail a question. So make sure you answer all questions and you're conscious of the time. So this is how the first part of the reading section is. So let's go to the next one because of time. Okay, is this a real word? Spring, ample, we know it's a real word. Integration, I clicked yes. All right, it goes on and on. It says 15 to 18 questions. So, and there's a timer there. Is this a real English word? Yeah. Dimension, yes. All right, look at the time on top of it. Now, fill in the blank. Now, this next section of the reading part it contains 6 to 9 questions and you have 20 seconds to complete it. So when you're ready, you click continue. So this is a fill in the blank section. Look at it. It says, as soon as he opened the door, she fell in love in the house. So there's INST. So I know it's instantly. So what I need to do is to quickly type instantly because that is the right word. So you need to be able to reason out what could be in that gap. That is why it's called fill in the gap. And once the time elapses, it moves to the next question. It says, in the end, victory seemed much more likely than, I would say, defeat, because when you say someone is victorious, the next, is like a synonym. All right. So, sorry, it's an antonym. So you have defeat. So it requires a lot of reasoning, when it comes to the fill in the gap question. The next one says, in an attempt to preserve natural resources, the government decided to dash water during the prolonged drought. Okay, so you need to be able to reason what could be in this word, and if you don't get it, fine, it's going to time you out and move to the next one. All right, so you need to be able to reason what could be in this sentence. He didn't figure it out immediately, but it finally dashed on him that he had been acting selfishly. So if I was the one, I would say it finally dawned on him that he had been acting selfishly. So this reading section also take into cognizance your spelling. Make sure you spell the right thing. So if you're not very good with spelling, you need to work on that. So it says, despite the harsh winter, the animals quickly adapted and managed to dash for themselves in the wilderness. So it's FE, you need to complete the rest. So I would say they managed to fend for themselves in the wilderness. That looks more appropriate, and make sure you spell it correctly. Now you have 18 seconds. They are trying to dash their children creativity from an early age. All right, so what did I write in this section? They are trying to foster their children's creativity from an early age. So it's there for you to reason what could be in this sentence and put in the right spelling. It's going to time you out even if you don't type anything. Now the next one says, despite the film's mixed review, it has surprisingly a good opening dash in the theater. So you have WEE. So what could be there, guys? Put it in the comment section. What do you think would be the right answer for this question? All right, so it takes practice to know how to answer this kind of question. You're going to face struggles, but you must dash and not abandon your dreams no matter what. What do you think it will be? I think it's going to be persevere, because you said you're going to face struggles, but you must persevere and not abandon your dreams no matter what. You can see you have like the first three spelling is already busy, so it gives you an idea of what it could be. The next one says, I can't stand waiting in line for too long because I got so impatient. All right, so the next part of the reading section is where you're going to type the statement that you hear. You're going to play that voice record and type what you hear.
She stood still with her hair flying in the wind.
So what I heard was that she stood still with her hair flying in the wind. So this is the part where you need to type what you hear, okay? So make sure you type it very quickly, write the right spelling. The next question is, record yourself saying this statement below. You can see you have 20 seconds to also, answer this. It says, we stood in front of the artwork staring at it in awe. So you click on the record now and you say what is written there. That is what they mean by record yourself, and make sure you say it in clear words. All right.
The dog is great.
So I wanted to show you another question where you need to record what you hear, okay? So it says the dog is great. All right, so I expect you to type what you hear. Make sure you're very fast, and you have 3 attempts to play the audio. All right, and look at the timer, it's on it. Make sure you're also conscious of your time. So quickly we'll go to the next part, which is where you need to record yourself. All right, that one says she told her son to wait a minute. Just say it clearly. You don't have to rush. Say it clearly and audible as much as you can. So guys, this is just a snippet of how the test will actually look. All right, I don't want to complete tests in this video because it's going to take us 45 minutes. All right, that will take so long, but that is just a glimpse of how Duolingo exam is. Make sure you take your time, practice the question as much as you can. All right, so what we've just done is just the reading section. We are not even done. So you have speaking, you have listening, and you have writing. So all these things are very important. Once you go to the website, which I'm going to be dropping in the description box, it explains everything. Make sure you practice as much as you can before you write the real test. And I already explained how you can pay for it. So another question people might want to ask is that how many years is this result valid? It's valid for 2 years, okay? And DUOLINGO can send your result directly to the university. Okay, that's a university that they want like official results, okay? So they can send it directly to the university. Just indicate the university when you are paying for the test. All right, I wish you guys the very best. Please don't forget to subscribe, support your baby girl, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share to everyone. God bless you as you do that. See you in my next video. Bye.